and oil. Joining me now again, Majid Jafar, the Chief Executive of Crescent Petroleum. Now, Crescent is a private oil and gas company. You're headquartered in the UAE. Now, it's the loss of King Abdullah, great as it is for Saudi Arabia, where does this leave the oil market? We saw a spike today, but that's sort of reversed.
Sure. I mean, first of all, the loss is keenly felt by certainly the business community here in Davos, and particularly those from the Arab world. And all our thoughts and condolences are with the Saudi people and the royal family. In terms of oil policy, there's expected to be continuity. It's not the sort of thing that changes rapidly with succession. I think what will give some calm to the markets, despite the jitters earlier today, is the fact that the succession took place so rapidly and smoothly, not just, of course, to the king and the next crown prince, but indeed to the deputy crown prince, who is the first member from the second generation of the family.
When we look at the people who are now running the country, I mean, you know, King Abdullah was an elderly man, and he was infirm in recent months. But when we look at the people running it, will they be the same people who signed up for and signed on with the Saudi policy of no cuts to raise prices?
I think in terms of oil policy, there's an administration, there's a system, there's a government with the ministry and with Aramco and so on, and these things are well thought through. And I think there is a sentiment, including here at Davos, that prices will recover, and a lot of U.S. production could come off the market. But you know, King Abdullah leaves a huge legacy on the economic front in Saudi Arabia. Masses of investment in infrastructure, trying to create more opportunities for the young people, as well as in foreign policy. You know, he was an active leader, member of the G20.
Plus, was he a reformer?
Yes, I think absolutely.
I mean, Christine Lagarde said to me, you know, one of the things she hoped would happen in the future is that the policy of more rights and more roles for women in Saudi Arabia. Do you see any shift in that sort of direction?
I think there has been a huge shift, and if you talk to anyone in Saudi at any level of society, he was a deeply loved figure, and he made a lot of changes in the 10 years of his rule, and before that, when he played a major role as crown prince. You know, women's rights in terms of standing for local elections, voting, as well as opening up opportunities. Despite his age, I think he definitely was a reformer. You have to understand, of course, Saudi is a very traditional society, a very tribal society. The big outswelling or outpouring of not only grief, but mubay'ah, which is, you know, allegiance, pledge of allegiance to the new king, is a show of the stability of the system. And I think anyone in Saudi will tell you that it's a very different country from 10 years ago.
Good to see you, sir. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for coming along again twice in the week in the cold weather. We appreciate it. Saudi Arabia.